Hello, traders. Hello, everyone. Welcome. Welcome here in the advanced room at Live Education with XM. And we are proceeding with news, events, and strategy session. Also, well, big hello to members area and big hello to YouTube as well, where we are simulcasting. So, guys, if you want to join us for all the streams, feel free to go to members area at xm.com. But yeah, for now, we proceed with together with Benjamin. Of course, Benjamin here with me. We're going to proceed with news, events, and strategies session. Hello, Benjamin. How are you doing? How things are going?
Hey, Martin, I'm good. I'm good. How are you?
Well, it's
Um,
winter is coming, I might say, but not in trading. Trading has been pretty mixed up, I would say, because we are having still elevated levels of volatility and hedging on the market, but at the same time, I mean, look at gold. It's almost moving nowhere, right? Like this is kind
yeah,
of like out of all the assets on the market, gold was always moving somewhere, at least for last several years. Now it's like, yeah, of course things change, right? So it's last week was pretty much going nowhere. This week we are having something that's looking like maybe breakout and retest right now. So we have to see where this is going. But I would expect gold to be much more of a mover these days,
yeah,
when volatility is so elevated. Volatility expectation, I would say, is so elevated.
yeah. And for myself, I expected gold to go a bit lower for the correction. I didn't expect gold to be done with the correction already. I mean, as you say, it's gold is usually a slow mover. Started a correction like a few weeks ago. I could see another leg down. I'm personally still short gold from just above, like 4K 163, something like that, if I'm not wrong. So just from above. Um, I think that we couldn't. Okay, so basically, I think that the correction we had like last month is probably an ABC correction, and I think we are at the start of the C wave. So another move down, which could bring gold to maybe 3.8, 3.7 K. This is why I'm short currently. Yeah. No, no. The ABC is from before,
Maybe
like
maybe
from.
you want to show it, like
Yeah.
we.
Okay. Yeah.
I
Yeah.
was asking if you have something interesting to show. Maybe you want to show how you see.
Yeah. Yeah. Well,
Um,
sure. It will be easier. Exactly.
okay,
Uh,
maybe it's ABC to the upside. Maybe this is
uh,
what you are meaning.
yeah.
What
Can
you
you
mean?
see my screen? Is it okay?
Yes, yes.
Okay. No. So the overall ID. So I'm not really sure of my count. Okay. I didn't uh, like go
I didn't know
in
you do
deeply.
Elliott waves theory.
So, okay, so I try to use several kind of trading strategy. If I have like sort of confluence and several trading strategy giving me the same levels, usually this is where my trades are the best because I have like several um, trading strategy telling me the same area. And overall, here I think that this is a B, C for gold. I mean, that's what I'm kind of expecting. We with here it's like a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Here A, B, C, and I think this was the one of C wave, and this is two. This is why I still expect something like this. Um, yeah, this was my overall thoughts on gold since I don't know, like since maybe a month now. But the thing is, right now, if we don't look at the Elliott waves like count, it also could be just a flag, like a pennant.
Matt Pennant. Yeah.
Yeah, a
So
pennant.
I was having similar thoughts, in general, in this big picture that we are having this lower high and that will be like big ABC correction, right? Like
Yeah.
from the very top will be A, you know, B is the towards lower high, and C from lower high. Just
Yeah.
that consolidation that we currently are in, it's like already 5 days. And this attempted breakout, they are threatening to negate that, you know,
Exactly. Yeah.
and push us higher above that previous lower high. Maybe that's gonna be range, right? Maybe we're gonna get another high that's nearby the previous lower high. So we're gonna have this outstanding top, and then 2 or 3 highs on an equal level, but below that outstanding top. That's also possible. This is pretty much
Yeah.
in slightly larger scale. This is pretty much how 2011 top on gold was looking like. So you have
Yeah.
actually the big volatile top, and underneath you are having an actual distribution, right? But right now, it's too early for me to tell that. What I'm seeing now is that from this lower high, now they are making higher low, right? So exactly as you
Exactly.
pointed
Yeah.
out, is a kind of
Yeah.
like some triangle looking structure, right? This so they may still do false breakout of the high and then drop, right, and break lower, and then we will be like, oh, so it was ABC. But now it's not so obvious. As market is developing this situation, it's not looking that obvious, and we need some more info. Right now, it feels like they want to test that breakout, and
Yeah. I agree.
and we will
Uh,
see what comes out, if continuation comes out, or it fails, you know, that breakout. So pretty interesting situation. It's like I would say it's a decisive moment. And what I mean by decisive moments on the market means that we don't know what market going to decide, and market doesn't know what market going to decide. That's how I'm thinking about it. So trades right now are for like some more general odds. Someone may be, you know, assuming, well, my fundamentals are telling me the odds are higher for the breakout lower, or and that this is going to be a false breakout.
yeah.
And someone may say, oh, no, there is an uptrend, so that uptrend is telling me that odds are higher for the breakout to the upside. But in the end, you know, like for me, market is puzzled as well, like this current situation is telling me.
Yeah, exactly what you are saying, that the market is kind of undecided and indecisive, like, and we can see it with basically with the odds of the next rate cuts for the Fed, because I think the market is kind of trying to create this scenario. Will we have like a 25 BPS cut or no change? And here you can see that in past week, uh, really it's changing. Like every 2 days, we have a 50% change in odds of 25 BPS cut the next month. So the market is volatile because of this, because it's hard to price this. This is probably why we one of the reason that of the bounce from US equities like US 500, US 100.
Is this some betting website?
Yeah, this is called Polymarket. It's like a
Polymarket.
crypto.
Okay.
Yeah, it's a crypto like betting market. Basically, people are betting money on various like subject and odds. And this one was getting known and in the media and everywhere during the Trump um, presidency like election, because this one had the good odds where all the media were kind of wrong. So usually when people like bet on it and put their money behind their ideas, is kind of where the market is going, in my experience. I mean, it's usually pretty good, but as you can see here, you have like the sort of curve in the past days. let's take the orange one,
The
which is
odds have flipped. Like,
exactly, but several times, because here in orange you have like 25 bps cut, and before the here is basically the last FOMC, where the
yes,
odds of a 25 BPS cut were about like 90%, something like that, like a done deal. And Powell
it's
said that,
interesting because it's
yeah,
um, aligned with what futures are pricing in.
exactly. This is why I bring this, because you told like the market is a bit unsure where to go, etc. And in my opinion, this is one of the reasons here, because you can see the odds flipping one day. Like here, it went to for the 25 BPS cut to maybe 30%. Then we had Williams telling that there are still good odds that it could happen, and he said this like on Thursday, Friday, I don't really exactly remember. And then it absolutely flipped again. So the market is just ping-ponging based on just a few tweets or news, which are kind of important.
Yeah, but this is to me what is happening. It's unusual what happened here. Maybe somebody who's having much more experience with poly market would say this is normal, or this is within the scope, within the range of normal events, of normal situations. But for me, like as I was watching central banking for many years, this is not normal. This is
Yeah,
showing that market is first of all completely undecided, right? Because they flipped from rate cut to no cut, then from no cut to rate cut, and by quite a large margin. It was also almost 75% for the
yeah,
rate cut, and I'm now talking about futures pricing interest rates. 75% for no change in interest rates, and
mm,
now it's 80% for rate cut, back 80% for rate cut. Um,
yeah,
so so this is actually those are big pivots, big flips
yeah.
by
It's
the market. This is not usual. It means either communication is bad from the Fed, which for many years was really good. Fed was communicating with markets really well, and markets were pretty much narrowing down, what to expect. And what Fed was doing was what markets were expecting in the end. So Fed was pretty good at communication. But now, if you listen to what Fed members are saying, everybody is saying something different, right?
yeah,
Some guys want to hold, some guys think it was appropriate to hold in October even. Some guys think it should have been 50 basis points cut in October. Some guys are saying, you know, labor market is still stable and good. Some guys are saying it's deteriorate. Like everyone is saying something else, which is quite interesting, but it might be Trump effect as well. Because before Trump, everybody was aligned, kind of, more or less, and Powell was, like speaking almost single voice, right? Right now you are having dissenters, and because of course there is incentive to be in line with Powell, with what Powell is saying, right? Because when maybe you're gonna become the next Fed chair if you are agreeing with Donald Trump. It's May 2026, I think, April or May, next
yeah,
Fed chair gonna be nominated, so
yeah.
appointed. So
That's definitely an issue that Trump may shouldn't be able to have any intervention into the Fed decisions, but it's not true. I mean, it's definitely not true lately, which means that, as you said, like all the members are not agreeing on the method and what to do, which is unusual. And when you have like one member saying something and one member saying another thing, then you have like a sort of very flip-flopping odds like this, and we can see here, so here we have the odds, but basically we can see that we have a downtrend in 25 bps cut, and here is probably when Williams said that there is still a good chance for a cut. And if we go to the markets um, and look, for example, at, I don't know, like SP 500 or something, this is basically what we had like for the past few weeks. We had a correction here, because the market kind of tried to price in the fact that there won't be any change. And then here is exactly where uh, William said that finally there is a chance still of a 25 BPS cut, and we have the price reversing. So here the index of all the S&P 500 is kinda mirroring the odds of a rate cut lately, at least.